Hey folks, this is Brian Williams, physical therapist from the Simple Steps Mobility YouTube channel and the caregiverguides.net blog. I wanted to do a review on the AbleLife Space Saver Walker today. It's a two-wheel walker. It's a little bit different design than the traditional walkers. Most of my patients who are using these like them a lot, but there are some patients that have some drawbacks for them. But let's take a look at it and see what it does. The unique design of the Space Saver walker is different than the traditional walker in that it folds together like an accordion. If you pull up on this knob here, it just folds together like so. Once you open it back up, if you push down on that until it clicks, then it's ready to go, it's ready to use and stable. So let's take a look at some of the pros that I like about the Space Saver walker. I like the fact that it has a smaller footprint when it's folded up. That means you can stow it and you can store it a lot easier. It folds up to a very small footprint. You could stand it off to the side somewhere. You don't have to lean it against anything. You could put it behind a door, or actually if you're carrying it in a car trunk, you can put it in a car trunk fairly easily. I like the fact that you can carry it a lot easier than a traditional walker. A traditional walker tends to be a little bit bulkier, and so it's not as streamlined as this, and it's a little bit harder to carry. You can actually tuck this one under your arm if you need to, and you can go about your business. So those are a couple of things that I like about it. Another thing that I like about it is the fact that you can go through narrow passages with it. So if you have to get around furniture, or if you need to get through a narrow doorway, instead of going sideways like most people would with a traditional walker, you can go through a narrow doorway by simply unlocking it, bringing it together. You can still use it as a walker. It doesn't lose any of its function. And once you're through your narrow space, you're able to push it back down and lock it in place so that it functions as it's intended. So that's really a clever design, and it will help people who are living either in smaller homes or living in older homes where some of the doorways may be a little bit more narrow than the newer homes are. So taking a look at a couple of the cons, a couple of negative aspects of it. One thing that a lot of my patients like to do with the traditional walkers, they like to stand inside the square of the walker. With the AbleLife Space Saver walker, you do have this, the bar down there that prevents you from standing inside the frame. You can get fairly close to the handles with your body weight. You can get fairly close to the handles, and it will support your body weight if you need it. But a lot of times people like standing inside the frame of the walker for a little bit more security. You're not able to do that with the Space Saver walker. Another drawback that I've seen on this is that it doesn't accommodate a walker tray. So if you're living by yourself, or if you're carrying food or a meal or something like that, and you're used to putting your meal or whatever on a tray and then pushing it along, you're not able to do that with this particular design. Now, AbleLife Solutions may be coming up with a solution for that, but as of yet, they do have pouches, but as of yet, they don't have a tray on their website, which is AbleLifeSolutions.com. But those two things are probably the only two drawbacks that I see from this particular design of walker. So it might be a good choice for you if you're in the market for a walker, or if you need to change walkers and get something that's a little bit easier to stow, a little bit easier to carry. So that's the AbleLife Solutions Space Saver two-wheel walker.